Tearing down this 83 part Shadow. Just to let you know, the old way I used to do this was get in here on this castle nut or this lock nut and just take a screwdriver and hit it and try and move this thing around, and that is super hard. So what I do now is actually got one of these little tools. I labeled it 24 millimeter and 20 millimeter, and okay, this came off at Amazon, or I think they have them on Amazon, eBay probably, but this has the cutouts for this, fits right on the slots, and this is often used for axle nuts and such. But I just stick it on my impact and fits right in there. And I already did this one. I just wanted to show you because I used to destroy these things and take hours and hours to try and move those around by hand, but now I just hit it, comes right out. And then here is that part, and then our axle nut. Did I get the right size for that already? Yeah, the inner here, it is 10 millimeter hex. Pop that right in, and then we can get this swing arm nut out. Look at that. That's the only way to do this. I did it by hand for years, and it was awful. So there you go. That's what you got going on in there. And then I'll label this and actually put it back on so that it's together and sell them as a set. And then I think that stays in there as part of the frame, so that'll get scrapped because nobody wants frames anymore, especially if they don't have titles. And then what else we got? Got to get a big nut for that, and we'll get that front end taken off, and I'll show you that too. Now at this point, I'm not sure if, what do we got to do over here? Oh, that has one too. That's going to be a different size. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, this size is a 14 hex. And again, just going to pull that out, and then this guy comes right off. Now we have a rear swing arm for an 83 Shadow ready to go. Well, this is pretty cool. I was able just to lift the swing arm out and off of this whole thing, so that with the rear differential, oh, that's connected to my brake line there. I'll have to get that off. But here is the bearing that goes inside there. Don't often get to see that, so I don't know. I don't usually see that. That must come off with the swing arm. So there's our bearing. It's well, I don't know, looks good. Roller bearing, doesn't have all the ball bearings in it. Where should I put that? I'll set it right there because I'm gonna have to wipe it off anyway. It's a nice little ball bearing, I mean roller bearing. And then this whole thing can swing out. I already got it loosened. So let's see, there's a dust seal in there. So I bet all that stuff will fall out when I get that part out of there. There we go, got her out. And there's our bearing, there's our dust seal, which is good that's on there because this thing was dirty. That just allows this thing to move freely. It's way good packed with way good packed with grease. Probably a little excess. But anyway, it's looking good. All right, in order to get these things off the top here, we need to loosen this lock nut. That is a 6. I don't think I need to do this one because I think I'm going to keep that on there. That's the lower bracket, the lower brace for the steering column. So I think I need to do this, and obviously the top nut, which, whoops, I bought this giant socket, which is a 32. It fits on here, so it's big enough. It's a little loose, but usually I'll get like a giant adjustable and use it by hand. But I think I can get it off with this. Hopefully I don't strip it. It might be a 28. I think it's 28, but I don't know. I'll try it with this. Maybe we'll get it. Well, 32 definitely worked. Like I said, I think it's a 28, but I was able to use the impact and get it off pretty quick. Then we loosen these guys up. Now all I'm gonna do is grab a mallet and tap this up from the below, and obviously label it. And once this is off, I'll show you what's underneath. All right, so we pop that off. So that keeps this and this in place with the steering stem. And I don't think I have a tool for this. So here, this is not usually on that tight. Actually, don't even worry about it. Under here is our steering bearing, and this keeps everything in place. So you unscrew this, and the ball bearings show up. Yep, we have ball bearings in here, and wow, that looks very interesting. I'm not sure that's any good. That's a mess. All right, I'm gonna go get something to collect all ball bearings. And then at this point, basically, this can slide right out the bottom. Let's try not to make a mess here with these old school ball bearings, guys. This grease looks like junk. All right, got all those ball bearings out of there. And now, as I said, basically lift up on that. And the lower ball bearings. I forgot about them. Okay, well, they're coming out. Now that our front end's removed, I always like to put the caps and stuff, with the dust cap here, put that back on so it doesn't get misplaced. There's not really that much to put on. Here's our lower race for the bearing, the upper race, and there's the upper race for the lower bearing, and the lower race for the upper bearing. They stay in, they're pressed in there, and they're junk. We're not going to reuse those. I don't know how many of you guys actually repack roller bearings, or ball bearings, I'm sorry. But everything's pretty much getting upgraded to roller bearings at this point. Plus, we're not redoing this. So, I'm going to pick through this frame, make sure everything's off of it. Steal the kickstand here. That's a 17 millimeter. And then that pops off. And 14 millimeter on the center stand. So pretty much looks like this is a scrap metal ready to go. I do like to pick these off just so I have reference of what I've worked on. So that's just a metal tag on the Hondas. There's stickers on other brands, so just be wary of that. But I just basically have to remove these little punches here that hold it on, and then I know what I worked on, where the parts came from. So I'm gonna rip these off and then send this frame to the scrapper. If you need any parts, I might have them. Let me know. I have a matching rear differential, and there's the rear wheel. There's the brake. There's the matching inner splines. So anyway, need anything? Let me know. See you in the next one.